first of 3 title fights coming your way tonight. This Tale of the Tape is sponsored by Howlerhead. Petr Yan, 28, Alджамэйн Sterling, 31. Half an inch, the difference in height. Alджамэйn Sterling has a 4-inch reach advantage. All right, now for the introductions back inside to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Bantamweight Championship of the World. Our judges scoring this contest at Octagon side are Derek Cleary, Sally Amato, and Ron McCarthy. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Martin Smith. And now, introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record, 19 wins, 3 losses. He stands 5 feet 7 inches tall, weighing in at 134 1/2 pounds. Fighting out of Uniondale, New York, presenting the #1 ranked bantamweight contender in the world, the challenger, Alджамэйn Funkmaster Sterling. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner, a boxer, holding a professional record, 16 wins, 1 loss. He stands 5 feet 7 1/2 inches tall, weighing in at 135 pounds. Fighting out of Yekaterinburg, Russia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Bantamweight Champion of the World, Pieter No Mercy Yan!
Alджамэйn, Pieter. All right, gentlemen, you got your instructions earlier. Protect yourself at all times. You will obey my commands. Would you like to touch gloves? Good luck.
Deep breaths, folks.
Ooh, I'm so goosebumpy.
Breathing
I mean, we got to go
underrated.
through this 3 times.
I'm so excited. These guys are just so comfortable in a fight. I don't know if we're more anxious than they are, but we shall see how it plays out. Undisputed Bantamweight Championship is on the line here at the UFC Apex.
Pieter, ready? Fight's on.
Tonight's fight clock is brought to you by Modelo, brewed for those with a fighting spirit. Alджamэйn Sterling is in green, Petr Yan in the black and gold, befitting a champion.
Watch fingers, Pieter.
Constant pressure by Aljo. Look at this. Side kicks, jabs, kicks.
Aljo's very long for the weight class. Big guy, very unorthodox, too.
And
a lot of his techniques come from different ways.
And real strong. Like, you see it when he grabs a hold of guys.
And a lot of those takedowns aren't traditional takedowns. You're trained to defend traditional shots, double leg, single leg. Aljo does a good job of getting to body locks, taking the back. That's why he ends up submitting guys so many times from their back.
Good movement there by Aljo, avoiding the shots of Yan. Yan is so solid with his defense.
Oh, a knee from Sterling.
Knee. The knee got through.
He's got Petr backing up right now. Petr's got to find a way to solve a little bit of the riddle of Alджamэйn Sterling.
Nice
Normally,
leg kick there, too.
You see Petr Yan being the one that lead the dance.
The question, though, is can he do this for 5 rounds? And how much energy is he burning off out of just being, you know, just full of adrenaline? Oh, look at that shot. Realizing that this is a title fight.
This is a crazy pace by Sterling, though.
Well, he's in incredible shape, and you can see it physically, just looking at him. Look at this. Yan takes him down. How about that?
Let him up, let him up, let him up.
Good stomp to the knee there by Alджamэйn on the ground.
Get the legs. Get on again.
Yan corner calling for him to allow Sterling back to his feet. That's what he does. Aljo closes the distance here, trying to split that Yan guard.
Although Aljo's throwing a lot.
Oh, flying knee! Beautiful takedown defense by Yan.
Beautiful. Recognition of the level change. Even though Alджamэйn Sterling's throwing a lot, he's not throwing anything overly hard. He's just kind of touching Petr Yan right now.
Oh, there he is. Now he's deep in. Oh,
Got
look
the
at
hands
this.
locked.
Oh, first attempt at a takedown. He's got him.
This is where Aljamain Sterling wanted this fight, especially early.
That's the back of the head, Alджамэйн.
Oh, man,
the body.
Alджamэйn. Oh, look at this, though. Petr's almost got his back.
This is okay for Aljamain. He doesn't mind just extending the grappling, right? This
He's got to
is
be
where he
careful of a
wants to
kick
be.
here. He's got to be careful of a kick on the break.
We saw him do this to Uriah.
Yes.
As Uriah was getting off of him, escaping, he threw that high kick and knocked him out.
Yeah, that's why Aljamain's reaching back with his right arm.
Blocking the right leg.
Yeah, he wants to feel that hip.
3 minutes have gone by in this UFC bantamweight title fight. A huge knockdown for Jan.
Beautiful punch by Jan.
That right hand
Aljo's
was
still in
nasty.
trouble. He's still in trouble.
Oh, yeah, he needs to try to grab him. That was nasty.
It was perfect.
Keep the face. Follow his hands back.
Jan constantly switching up the stances. A nice right hand there, partially lands.
But look how patient Jan is. Doesn't rush in.
Oh, my
Beautiful
goodness.
low kick. Drops him with the low kick. Oh, look at that.
Circle to the middle.
You're right, Joe. He's patient, never in a rush. Some suggested in the Faber fight he was kind of playing with his food a little bit before putting him away.
Look at Petr Yan's facial expressions, too, though. They never change. He looks the exact same, stoic, from the start of the fight to the end. It does not matter. He never shows too much emotion.
Look at this. Scissors. Drops. He's looking for a leg lock. Aljamain is coming from that Renzo Gracie school, which are phenomenal with leg locks.
Push the foot up, Petr. Вытаскивай голову. Out. Out, Petr.
But he does not have anything here.
He didn't have the right angle on it.
But
Petr was able to recognize it just enough.
He's trying to instigate an entanglement.
Yes. Entanglement.
I didn't mean it that way. It used to mean something different.
I know it did.
Sorry, Will.
So funny. Entanglement.
That Jan corner really doesn't want him messing around on the ground in any way, shape, or form. 30 seconds to go, round one.
But look at this.
Yeah.
Jan takes his back. Aljamain cannot be too comfortable in this position.
No.
But look at this, though.
He's doing a
Aljamain's
great
now
job.
reversing
Yep.
it.
He did a great job of getting down to a crackdown position, sliding his hips down towards the feet, and now he's the one offensively trying to get a takedown on a high crotch.
Nice job by Jan to cover up there.
Petr, over there.
This corner cam is brought to you by Body Armor, the official sports drink of UFC. Grab one today at Casey's.
Aljo, breathe. Listen, this is the game. The more you do, the less he does. That's it, baby. The first part of that round was great. Don't let him get back in the fight. The movement is perfect. The volume is killing him.
Okay, a couple deep breaths. Listen,
Breathe, come on,
his
deep.
right hand is high, right? Keep sticking out.
Here's Aljo's flying knee that connects on the side of Petr Yan's head. And here is when Aljo gets the takedown. Lifts him up, dumps him down, but was not able to hold him or do anything with him. But look at this. Boom. I mean, that's big. On the point of the chin. And here's a big slam by Petr Yan. The biggest moment, though, clearly was that right hand.
The unauthorized reproduction or distribution of this copyright work is illegal and punishable under law.
I got second
Longo
round.
liked
Fight.
the volume. Sterling threw 80 significant strike attempts to Jan's 22 in round one.
And that's what Ray Longo wants. He said, the more your effort you're putting out, Petr doesn't really throw anything. And that was the case early in the round.
It is, but it's also because Petr is patient. I mean, he's blocking everything, right? Except for that one flying knee that gets through and clips him on the side of the head. But he keeps that high guard, very patient.
He's
and
reading
waits for
everything,
his
right,
opening.
Joe?
Yeah.
Reading everything.
He recognizes that 5 minutes is a long time. There's a lot of things happening. And 5 rounds is a long time.
Aljamain really does need to slow everything down, though. He's overreacting. He keeps falling when he tries to throw his kicks. He's fighting with a lot of nervous energy, it feels like.
Well, this is the big moment, right?
Yeah.
Jan
Like,
has fought for the title and won it.
this has happened 3 times where he's fallen over himself a bit. He needs to calm down, really try to compose himself as he tries to accomplish such a long-standing
Up or
goal.
down. Let's go. Up or down.
Jan playing that middle game a little bit.
Stop, up. Fight. Fingers.
Sterling with a looping left again. Jan keeping that guard high. Now Sterling goes to the body.
Alджамэйn's on a single leg. He wants to get that leg collected.
Oh, no.
But, I mean, even there, right? Like, he's got to slow down. Everything is too fast. Like, he's got to slow everything down if he wants to take down Petr Yan. You know, when you're wrestling in the octagon, you don't need a rush. You got to process everything. Know where you want to go on your finishes, because right now, this doesn't help. Petr just will lay on him and lean on him.
It's wearing him down, too.
Yep.
Sterling unofficially 1 for 5 on his takedown attempts thus far. Shape your legend in EA Sports UFC 4. Get up to 50% off for a limited time on Xbox One and PS4.
Aljo's working very, very hard for this takedown. And so far, Jan is able to stuff it.
Yes, Aljo. Yes, Aljo. Perfect. Keep going, kid.
And it's this delicate balancing act of preserving energy while defending the takedown.
Aljo's got his back here. Oh, great recognition by Jan.
Jan is just an exceptional athlete. Most bantamweights would have been grounded there. Like maybe a clash of heads a moment ago.
The pace is still crazy high.
Crazy
if
high.
Alджamэйn Sterling can do this for 25 minutes, man, Petr might be in trouble.
But that's an if, right? This is a lot of energy, and he's not fought 5 rounds against a guy like Petr Yan.
And coming in, Sterling only had 88 seconds of fight time over the last 20 months. Under 2 minutes, round 2.
Не дай за спину. Хорошо. Stay heavy, stay heavy, stay heavy, stay on the cage.
Right here, if you're Jan, you want to try to get your foot back to the mat here. Hang it outside and start to lift the lock up and bring the foot back down. If you're Alджamэйn, you want to start moving your feet. Try to circle off away from the octagon side so that you can set him back down. Can't just hang on the leg. Nothing's worse than being bent over, holding onto a leg while your opponent's leaning his weight over the top of you.
Хорошо. Он затекает спокойно. Не суетись тут. Кисть держи. Разворачивай. Кисть, кисть. Колено to the cage. Колено to the cage. Колено к кейджу разверни. Хорошо. Хорошо. Держи кисть, контролируй. Not work, not work.
Anybody's round, seemingly 1 minute to go. We'll see if Sterling can get the level change here.
Oh, nice knee. Nice sneaky knee there by Petr Yan.
50 секунд, контролируй. Don't go. Хорошо.
Well, those who lauded the defensive grappling of Petr Yan coming in appear wise to have done so. Uppercut and a right hand for Yan.
Spinning elbow attempt there by Alджамэйn. They just clashed heads. Aljo's just not giving him any space. Look at that knee.
Just pressure, man, pressure. Great bounce back round by Alджamэйn, though. To this point, at least.
Oh, look at
nice
that.
takedown by Petr.
And he's got his back.
That was beautiful.
Right in front of Ray Longo.
Stop.
So far, so good.
Woof. Why am I so nervous?
This
fight's so intense.
Aljo, you're looking phenomenal. Listen to me. How do you feel? Breathe, Aljo. This is your fucking time. He's so worried about the takedown, dude. You're out striking the guy 10-1. Breathe. He's looking for one big shot. Keep mixing it up. The more you mix it up, the less he does. It's that simple, Aljo.
Hey, the teeth are gonna
Deep,
set up.
come on, deep.
You're gonna set up your left high. Because you're too close. You just stay in the middle. He's gonna start pulling guard and shit. That's how we did. It's 1-1. We need this round, okay? Sorry, just spokojno.
Remember your little kid bringing you this morning? Let's stab it up and let's for them. Let's come home and rip it away. Let's take him away. Smart words.
Mouthpiece, let's go, coach.
Round 3 is brought to you by P3, the official protein snack of the UFC. Trevor Whitman, 10 minutes in the can. Your thoughts thus far?
Sterling, everything he's doing looks forced. I'm right with DC
fight.
there. It looks like everything he's going out there, he's trying a little too hard. I would say pull it back a little bit, keep it fundamental, and keep the pace on him. Peter Yan looks like he's sitting back and waiting for mistakes. He actually, right now, to me, looks like the champion in there, and it looks like the tide could be changing unless Sterling can go out there, be consistent with fundamentals, and slowly break him down.
I didn't like when Ray Longo asked Alджамэйн how he's doing, and he took a big, deep breath. That's not a good sign. That's generally a sign that a fighter is struggling with fatigue.
Well, if you see Alджamэйn start to slow down, it kind of is par for the course, right?
Yeah.
It's exactly what you see when people fight Petr Yan.
Look at that check by Yan. Beautiful check. He's a patient killer.
Yes.
And there's a nice knee by Yan. And now he's starting to put the pressure on Aljo. He senses that Aljo is slowing down these strikes and just kind of touching them. Constant pressure. Look at this.
Has been the far busier striker, but Yan super efficient on the feet, landing 68% of his total strikes thus far.
That's a crazy number. Landing almost 70% of your shots.
But picking those shots wisely.
Stop. You good? Careful now. You good? Fight.
Aljo still needs to get him going backwards. He can't allow Petr to start to walk him down, gaining confidence.
Aljo working off of that jab effectively, 90 seconds into round 3. Yan perfectly placed with the body kick.
Aljo's style requires so much more energy. He's moving so much more. He's bouncing around. He throws all this wild stuff.
That's 2 good body shots there by Alджamэйn.
Sterling unofficially 1 for 10 now on his takedown attempts.
Alджamэйn keeps spinning, and every time he spins, he gives his back.
Yeah, he's just looking for something big. Oh, look at that. Oh, my goodness. Look how beautiful that is.
That was a beautiful takedown there by Petr.
Just
little back trip, man, as he got to an angle. Right hand across the face, left, right leg behind Aljo's leg, taking him over and tripping him. That was great.
And then he just casually lets him stand up.
Oh,
look at that right hand.
You know what's crazy is like we're watching Alджamэйn switch stances, but because he's switching so big, you notice everyone.
Yeah.
Petr's doing the same thing. Petr switches stances very, very subtly in front of Alджamэйn.
Yeah, it's more efficient. Everything he's doing is more efficient. He's been much more efficient with his energy consumption.
And I think this is where Aljo needs to be, right? Even though he's not securing takedowns, he's keeping them close. He's controlling because make no mistake about it, Petr does not want to be here. He does not want to be pushed against the side of the octagon. So even though it may not be appealing to the fans, Alджamэйn is winning because he's making Petr stay where he wants him to be. In those moments, at least, I mean.
But he's fatiguing. And
Yeah,
he's
he
seeing
is.
it. He's getting sloppy in the way he moves.
Again,
look at that.
same
Petr
takedown.
throws him to the ground again. I mean,
Up and down, Petr.
oh my goodness.
Made that one count.
There's some power in these kicks. And this is going to bust up Aljo's legs even further, make it even more difficult for him to move around.
Yan is just such a smart fighter, kicking low to avoid the takedown. Only seems to go high when he's not in a situation where he can be grounded. Aljo lands high, 1 minute to go, round 3.
Aljo has slowed down considerably.
Well, yeah, the pace was so crazy. It was frantic, right? He was very frantic early in the fight. Now,
but it's not just the pace. It's the speed of his movements themselves.
Well, again, Joe, like we said, par for the course, right? We've seen this with Petr Yan. It's something about him in the way that he fights that makes these fantastic fighters seem to just fatigue so greatly in front of him.
One of the things is his rock-solid defense. I mean, the dude's hands are always up high. He checks a lot of kicks. Although that one got through.
There's good by Aljo. Look at him slowing.
Yeah.
See, he's fainting, moving. And he gets Petr guessing a little bit.
Late takedown attempt for Jan. We will need the championship rounds for this one.
Right here, let's take a look at some of the work of Petr Yan. The body kick lands on Alджамэйн. The jab right on the nose of Sterling. Then a jab right to the body. Then look at the telestrator right here. It went dark on me, boys. It went dark. Petr just steps right there as he shoves Aljo's head forward with his right hand. The right leg steps behind, almost like a choke slam. I mean, if you ever see professional wrestling, they choke slam their opponents. That's look like what Petr's doing.
Come on, Aljo.
We don't have to rush anything. When you're at the end of your punches and kicks, you're doing great.
10 fucking minutes. Don't get lazy, though. You got to hit and go.
Well, you can watch SportsCenter from LA after we are done here. Stan Barrett will have a live talk back with DC if he's got a voice left, breaking down all the fights from tonight. You'll hear from Chael Sonnen and Paul Felder as well. Also, how Saturday changed the NCAA tournament 8 days from Selection Sunday. SportsCenter tonight with Stan and Neil on ESPN and the ESPN app.
All right, guys, fourth round. Fight's on.
So Aljamain Sterling fighting in a fourth round tonight for the first time since October of 2011, the year he turned pro. Jan 6 for 6 on his takedowns. He has already doubled his previous personal best in the UFC of 3.
And I mean, he's not having to put much effort into those takedowns. That's why. It's a lot of trips. It's a lot like that one right there. He put no effort into taking Aljo down because he caught his leg and just secured a takedown. Now he's got to be very careful as he goes in the range here. He's got to bend his front knee if he's going to go close enough for Aljo to throw those front knee kicks off of his back.
Oh, nice knee to the body.
Crafty Petr Yan. Uppercut for Sterling.
Oh my goodness. He's so defensively responsible.
I love when Aljamain goes to the body though.
Yes.
That's very effective, right? Because Jan has such high hands on his defense. Aljo needs to target low a little bit.
Some swelling around that left eye of Petr Yan. His corner calling for him to let the hands go a little bit more here.
Jan checks almost everything, man. Just slightly lifts the, oh.
Solid left hand.
And the first one that dropped Aljo was the right hand, right? So he's just switching stances, not giving Aljo the same look all the time.
Nice kick to the body there by Jan.
Sterling, 15th takedown attempt potentially here. He's 1 of 14 thus far. Under 3 minutes to go, round 4.
But Jan's takedown defense is so solid. I mean, it's been one of the most impressive things about him tonight. Takedown defense is so solid, and you get to see how physically strong the guy is.
Well, Jan is beating Aljo to the next position every time. That's why he isn't getting taken down. Like, look at that.
Yeah, that's
He's
crazy.
going to the back. As soon as Aljo starts to spin, he starts to spin in the direction that allows him to get the back.
But
when
I don't know
Aljo changes levels, he drops and beats him there.
I don't know why Aljo would throw a spinning back kick when he's this tired. Oh, look at that kick to the body.
Well, he threw the spinning back kick right after the spinning back fist that was defended by Petr Yan.
Look at the distance striking accuracy. Jan has been a sniper at times tonight.
I got to be honest, Aljo's tired, right? But he's still going forward. For the most part, he's still the one that's pressing Petr Yan. He's just not landing as effectively as Petr's landing.
Right. He's in great shape.
Yes.
So even though this pace has been frantic, he can still keep this up. And it shows how hard he worked in preparation for this. But he looks so much less rigid.
Oh. Well, look at the reactions from the strikes, right? Look at what happens when Petr hits him, opposed to when he lands on Petr.
Right. Like he's in danger.
Punch, you got to fight.
Aljo's body language not ideal here late round 4.
J.A., it's not great. It is not great.
No, and he just doesn't seem to have the energy to complete a double, but he's reaching in.
Oh my goodness.
Vulnerable.
Nice 1-2 from Jan. A minute to go, round 4.
Hey, and the reason Aljo can take that shot is because he's in such great shape.
Yeah.
If you're not in shape, you go down when you get hit with something like that late in the fight.
Head kick for Sterling.
Oh,
Another one. That one wrapped around, Joe.
Round it.
Look at him just pressing on the head here, though.
That's illegal.
His knee was down. His knee was all the way down.
Illegal knee. He told him before that, he said down. He said downed opponent.
His hands were down.
Completely illegal knee.
Hey, I mean, this could be a disqualification. This is a Jones Anthony Smith, right?
Yes.
But Anthony Smith took the high road.
Yes.
Yes, he decided to keep fighting. Let's take a look at it. Look at this here. A 100% illegal.
Somebody from his corner actually said something to him before.
Look at this.
Piotr acknowledged him.
Yeah.
I mean.
So Mark Smith just said he
I'll
tried
try to stay here
whisper
for right now.
and hide it from us, but I heard what he said. He said, I told him he's down, and he threw it anyway, so it's an intentional foul.
Right.
That's what he just said.
And that would mean that if this fight is stopped, Aljamain Sterling would be the new champion.
Which is crazy.
Let me tell you something, man. It's an illegal knee.
It's illegal.
You know, I mean, his knees were down completely.
Have the doc come in and take a look at you, okay?
Oh,
if he doesn't continue, I mean, I've seen this in wrestling matches where kids are hurt in a legal hold. They win the match.
Well, here's another thing. Look, he got hit
I want you to get up to your target,
hard.
okay?
Hard.
Now, if that's illegal, and it is,
yes.
Why should he keep fighting?
Hey, let me ask you a question.
Doc.
Who's your responsibility to you? He just fell back down, trying to get up.
Right.
Who's Aljamain's responsibility to?
Himself
And his family. Not protecting that Piotr Jan threw an
Stay here.
illegal shot.
No.
Hey, look.
So people should
It's
not
Mark. I got the
crap
doctor
on
here with you,
Aljamain
okay?
Sterling if he decides
look at me.
that this fight is over.
And here's another point. If Aljamain continues, he's severely compromised
Bad.
because of an illegal technique.
He just said, Joe, I don't want the fight to end like that, but you're right. The referee.
The fight should be probably stopped.
Yes.
Let's be honest. If you look at him the way he is right
Aljamain,
here.
stay here. Stay here.
Yeah, right now you can't.
Can't even get up.
We have 2 minutes.
2 more.
Yeah. Okay. Stay here with me.
He's giving him a
Oh,
couple
come on.
minutes.
This fight's got to be called. The fight's over. This fight is over.
I mean, and honestly, Joe, the official can make the call for Aljamain, save him from himself.
For his own health and safety, this should be called.
Yeah.
Look,
I got the doc
Aljamain
here
is
with
a
me.
tough
I want
guy.
you to talk to the doc, okay?
If he could get up, he would get up.
No, don't worry about that.
And if there
This
were
is
not
Mark, your
championship
referee.
stakes, this one probably would have already been waived
It
off.
would have already been done if there wasn't a championship on the line.
It should be waived
This
off.
is on the official. This is on the official to make a call here.
Are you seeing straight?
A little, it's like a little,
You dizzy?
just a little. I mean, I'm laying down, so it's better.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Call this fight.
I fucking fall over.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
There it is.
That's it.
And that is it.
That's it.
Wow.
So we will wait to make it official, but it looks as though Piotr Jan will be disqualified and Aljamain Sterling will be the undisputed UFC bantamweight champion.
Oh, that's so crazy. Or no contest.
It's going to be up to Mark to decide.
You know, I don't know how I feel about this because I don't like that a title can be won this way.
I mean,
For sure,
Joe,
gonna let one
the
coach
fight
in.
should be called.
Yes.
For sure,
Joe, it's
Piotr Jan should be disqualified.
Yes.
But
Focus.
should you be able to
can't focus
win
and he's
a
almost
title fight for a
And-
disqualification?
Yes.
That's the question.
Absolutely, yes. I mean, it's illegal, Joe.
Yeah.
It's an
gotta
illegal
back
I
out.
fight.
understand. I understand.
It-
I understand in terms of not getting a victory. I understand in terms of being disqualified. But winning a world title because of an illegal technique seems kind of crazy.
Joe, but guess what, though? There's so many different factors that plays into this.
You're right.
Because Piotr Jan was winning the fight.
Yep.
Say they give him a rematch, Aljamain's a champion now. Now he shares it on the pay-per-view revenue.
Right.
There are so many different layers
It's true.
to
It's
this,
true.
right?
No.
So when Anthony Smith did not continue. Did he take?
He wasn't in this bad shape.
Right, that's an important.
No, he wasn't. He wasn't.
Aljo's concussed.
He is concussed. He's hurt bad.
He's concussed. Let's take a look at that knee again, because that knee was crazy. I mean, it was so illegal, so clearly illegal, and after Mark Smith says he's down, he's a down fighter. Watch this. You can't get more illegal than that.
Yeah, Joe.
It is as illegal.
It's a no-brainer, Joe.
It's a no-brainer in terms of illegal.
Aljamain's going to be upset, but he's going to get the belt wrapped around his back.
Let's listen to Mark Smith. Let's listen to Mark Smith say.
Yeah. I want to check him for cognitive skills. I said he was grounded. He still threw. So it's probably going to be intentional.
Yeah, he said it's probably going to be intentional.
So he said it was intentional.
Yep.
It was clearly intentional. So it looks like we're looking at a disqualification.
Yep.
It looks like we're looking at a new champion, which is bananas.
A lot of people felt like these guys were destined to fight more than once. But again, how about Corey Sandhagen sitting home thinking, man, couldn't afford
that's
this.
The only guy that's as mad.
Yeah.
I mean, he's mad right now. Corey Sandhagen's upset.
Well, there's always T.J. Dillashaw waiting in the wings.
That is true.
And he said that's who he's going to fight. You know,
listen,
I mean, they're having to hold Aljo up. Look at this.
This is crazy.
And Piotr was fighting so beautifully.
Amazing. Amazing. Look at he's got his fist up. Put your fist down, man.
I'd like to hear the scores.
Yes.
At the end.
Let's do it. The official decision brought to you by Guaranteed Rate. Guaranteed Rate can save you money on your monthly mortgage payment. Visit rate.com to get started. Bruce Buffer, take it away.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Mark Smith has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 29 seconds of round number 4. Due to an intentional foul by Petr Yan, the winner by disqualification and new UFC bantamweight champion of the world, Alджамэйн Funkmaster Sterling.